gamer. Sorry about that. Just been watching videos and stuff. But yeah, hopefully we can down and do some shit. Oh no, Oh, I didn't know it was an automatic thing. I didn't know I keep forgetting I have my Twitter linked. But yeah, let's carry on with the game, I guess. Even if based on proven medical knowledge from 1918, vampires sometimes take liberties when establishing possible links between scientific theories and supernatural creatures. For theoretical purposes, in other words, do not try to cure any diseases with any of the recipes shown in the video game. And no rats will harm. Cool. I am back, my dudes. I heard that there was like some clicking going on in the audio though, so if that persists, please let me know and I will try to fix it. I don't know. See what happens though. Cool, yep, mic is on. Yep, let's get playing. In Vampyr, every action you take can have consequences. This game uses an autosave system, which I'm assuming is the Y there. Yep, whenever this symbol is displayed on your screen, an autosave is in progress. Please do not close the game when the icon is displayed. Take responsibility for your actions. Vampyr. I've only seen one short preview, and I have no idea what it's about, if I'm being honest. I know it's about during... it's about the plague, isn't it? Like the 1918 kind of... yeah, it's about the 1918 era, about, was it like, it was a plague, wasn't it? Yeah. I think it's in London. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really look up games too much about, like, the backstory and that. But, I don't know, let's see what happens. Let me turn down the options a little bit, because I think the game is a little bit loud. Turn down to 0. Yes, no. Turn it down to like...
What will London have to say to me?
Let's save that for now. Leave it at that. And hopefully you guys can hear me well. Subtitle size, name of speaker. What do you mean name of... oh, name of speaker, that's cool. I'm terrible with names, so I guess name of speaker would be good for me. Wait, yep, let's reminders on. Video, set the brightness. Cool. Let's just do it to 6, just so you guys can see a little bit better. Also, let me just double check audio one more time, guys. Oh, it sounds like I'm good. Just double checking. Okay, cool. For those of you wondering, it is currently 5 in the morning, so late night, early morning, I guess you could say. Yeah, let's get playing, and we'll see where we go from there. Story mode. Play Vampyr with low challenge. This will cut an important part of the experience, but will allow you to enjoy the story and explore with little danger. Combat is very easy. There is no reward for finishing this mode without killing any citizens. Play the original Vampyr experience. Character progression is faster if you kill citizens. Combat difficulty is linked to the number of citizens you kill. Play Vampyr in a more challenging way. Your power as a vampire is tied to the citizens you choose to embrace. Enemies are harder to kill and hit harder. Experience points rewarded for killing enemies. Combat is reduced. I'm gonna go with the normal mode. Maybe we can do maybe we can do different versions where we just do hard and story mode. Just get like the full vampire experience. So I mean, yeah, see how we go with Vampyr for now, right? In this game, difficulty is tied to your actions. The more lives you take, oh! I thought it would have been like the opposite. Like you'd have like more security out or something because people kept dying. Cool. But let's see where we go. Actually, I'll tell you what I could do. I could also do El Diso.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. For the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Ooh. I like that intro.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
So quickly assuming we play as someone... Oh, we play as someone who's previously, like, been killed. This is during the plague, and I'm assuming our character died from the plague. Okay. Let me turn this down just a tiny bit more. If it is too quiet, please let me know. Either anyone who's watching, or maybe in the comments to the video of this, to the archive, I guess you could say. But yeah, please let me know if this is a bit too quiet, or if I need to be a bit louder. Because I can be a lot louder, just I prefer to have my mic kind of like this quiet-ish. So it seems like a good medium for like games and that kind of thing. Oh, we can see like trails of blood. I guess we follow it for now, see where we go. Oh, human. Hello. Oh.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
Gonna fucking go blood ass, bitch. Oh no. Oh no. Holy shit. Holy fucking Christ.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. Mary. No. No. No.
Well, shit.
No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
How do we run?
These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot!
It feels a bit sluggish.
This is a nightmare.
Dun 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 dun.
I need to get out of here.
Yes, scream that to the people trying to kill you.
This can't be happening.
Hey, everyone trying to kill me, I need to get out of here.
No! Please, stop! I mean you no harm.
So it's a case of mistaken identity. Yes.
What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Ooh.
Shit, where'd it go?
Ooh.
Now, I can defend myself.
Okay, so it's a bit of a forward lunge.
Who are you? Stay back!
Fucking
Sorry,
bitch.
but you left me no choice.
Yeah, if you don't give me a chance to explain myself, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Anything over here? Nope. I'm assuming it's best we conceal the weapon for now, just in case.
Who are you? Stupid beast!
Hello, how are you?
Burn, vermin!
Fucking
Sorry,
bitch. surprised we can't take any of their weapons, to be honest. But oh well. I suppose they'd be a bit too overpowered for now, I guess. Plus, we're not really focused on getting better gear, are we? It's just a case of run away from the bad guys, I guess would be the right term.
Look at it! No, please stop! Who are you? He's dead!
I'm here, you
What do you want?
just killing everyone. What do you want with me? This game has a pretty strong start though, I'll say that.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
So what, we can't go in, no, yeah, so we can't go in the sun, or is it just a case of...
The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. It's locked, all right.
That's a cool mechanic. Cool, so stuff will...
I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
Come on, you fucking...
I need to find shelter. Is anybody there? What is this place?
Could tell event.
The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
I assume it's not abandoned. Let's not go for... Oh. Hello. Fire and sun. Leeches do not fear the sun or fire, and they do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught under rays of daylight. But it hurts them good, really good. I have personally chained a vampire to a tree to see what would happen when the sun rises. Its skin blackened in a few minutes as if it was burning from the inside. Its eyes and flesh melted, and I saw its unholy bones move and squeal as the beast tried to escape all day long. In the end, only a desiccated corpse remained, which started to slowly regenerate when the sun disappeared behind the horizon. I cut its head off to finally destroy it, and when I tried the same test with fire, the bloody leech never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the best way to kill it for good. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Edrich, Prywin Investigator. Prywin Leader, sorry. Ah, close enough, same thing. 5 shillings.
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us,
You did it to yourself.
I will find them.
What do you mean? Oh, hello, buddy. Old buddy, old pal. Seemed like you had fun there.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Go watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are.
Oh, so
That's impossible.
Well, that people can steal stuff from you, or that this is like the same type of person. Well, same watch exactly, or oh, it's +1 watch. Cool. I have no idea where I should go first. I don't want to immediately go outside just in case. I was gonna say we could probably just look at the mirror. Oh, we don't have a shadow.
12 dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as wool.
Who goes there?
The prayer for the summoned by warrior's song. A child born from darkness must take scent of his.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish.
So you got bit by a vampire.
I still have so much left that needs doing.
5 more shillings. You sound like you've had a good time, good sir.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now! No. There's time. I can save him. That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Oh, so we're a medic.
Done. He'll live. And now what? We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Ah, well, it's the exact same gun then.
No, it never got easy.
Huh. Ooh. Okay, so the gun is probably better for long range, but probably isn't as plentiful, I guess you could say. So we've searched. Oh, okay, so I guess we can have the option to sleep. 15th of October, bad sleep. Becky coughed all night, and the fever made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine some men brought by the bank to dig a big hole in the ground. It was some sort of mechanical shovel. Maybe I could go there and ask for some work. Becky needs medicine. 16th of October, I talked to the man with the mechanical shovel. They told me they are digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures, apparently. Is there a new pandemic? Is the flu coming back? They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night, though. The foundry has been closed and there are no more jobs nearby. 19th of October, so, what, 3 days later? Yeah. I went to London to find some groceries and drugs. No trains. It took me the whole day to cross the Thames and come back. Becky seemed better. I made a soup she ate. I found no drugs, only a few syringes and some sleeping pills on the black market. We have no money left. Maybe I could go to the Pembroke Hospital tomorrow, but it's so far, and I fear leaving my wife for so long. 19th of October. Becky threw up the meal a few hours after she ate. She is so frail now it makes me cry. She says she hears voices outside at night. She says she wants to eat meat. Where could I find meat? Tomorrow, I'll barricade the house and protect us from looters. 21st of October, the men with the mechanical shovel have stopped digging the mass graves. I heard shouts last night as if they were attacked. Now there are only a few boats throwing bodies day and night into the giant hole. The smell is terrible. We should have left this house a week ago, but Becky, she refused to leave. She'd rather die. She said with a nasty smile, "Why is she torturing me so?" 22nd of October. Becky just attacked me. She jumped on me from the stairs and tried to bite me. I had to smack her, but she smacked me back. I went upstairs and locked myself in the bedroom. Now I can hear her crying and mumbling downstairs. I retrieved the gun I hid in the ceiling since the war to protect the house. Now I'm ready to use it to protect myself from my own wife. 23rd of October. I could not sleep at all. Becky spent the whole night scratching at the door, asking for my help, begging me to let her in, but I was too afraid to open it. I'm just waiting for her to die now. It would not be long. I pray God it will end soon. 24th of October. I was so hungry. I tried to go downstairs this morning. Becky was sitting in the armchair by the chimney. She was panting like a dog, looking at me without moving, just following me around the room with her eyes. I pointed the gun at her sore face, but she did not react. I could not pull the trigger. I went back to my room. 25th of October. The house is silent like a tomb. No more noises. Becky is dead now. Forgive me, my love. I was unable to save you. I'll be with you soon enough. Fuck. So I'm guessing that's to sleep. Fuck it, let's just do it. We can always check on that other door in the morning if it's just asleep.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it.
Why in the chest?
Rational thinking only.
No. I'm not gonna do it. No, if I have the choice, I'm not gonna do it. I'm assuming I might have to then. Ah, fuck you. From here to eternity, trophy earned. I'm guessing that's the prologue then. I'm liking this game so far. Yeah, I knew you wouldn't die from that. You fucking idiot. If you survived a shot to the shoulder, what makes you think you survive? What makes you think you would also die from that? And now you don't have a clean place to sleep.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is. As mad as the
Ooh, okay. Evolution. Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points to level up and improve your vampiric skills. Fucking no. Begin by selecting the available skill. You drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. Ooh, okay. Select the first level of autophagy. I don't fucking know. And spend enough XP to unlock it. The vampire uses the power of his blood to heal normal and aggravated damage, increasing its flesh, nerve, and bone regeneration. With time, the vampiric ability can be extremely powerful that is sure to surpass any unwary vampire hunter. We think of vampires as immortal, but if you can block their unnatural regeneration capabilities, they are more vulnerable than you think. Yeah, pretty standard. Huh. Okay, so we can only go for aggressive right now. A close range strike that will cut through all living creatures in front of you. You throw a spear made of blood which can pass through enemies in front of you, or place a cloud of shadow at the target's feet or yours. The cloud will explode after a short time, causing heavy damage. Let's go for this. We could do with something. Yeah, we could do with something to actually do long range and confirm. Although I guess the gun's long range, but you get what I mean. Something that won't require as much valuable ammunition, I guess you could say.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Where is it? It's closed.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Nah, we don't have to. I'm assuming this door was just locked if I tried to open it originally last time. Why would you try so hard on a single door?
Here's the leech. Here!
Ooh.
My head's spinning.
They could shoot you through the door.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
It's locked.
Clever fucking beasts.
I cannot enter.
So them doors are locked, so we can't get through there. Oh, there's someone outside there. Hello, buddy boy. Offhand weapons. Offhand weapons can be used by pressing triangle. They have attacks with special effects and consume stamina. Okay, cool. So it's kind of like a whole... like... yeah, so it's like try to combine your attacks kind of thing.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back home.
Reach North Bank. Oh. Press Y to use your stake and inflict stun damage. A stunned enemy can be bitten, and I'm assuming that means you can... Come here, you fucking bitch. Fighting an enemy provides you with blood to use skills and also refills your health gauge.
A strength I never knew I had.
This one stinks already. Over there! There's one of them burning!
This shouldn't be possible.
Hello, you can just wait there.
My sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
baby.
My reflexes. I'm
Common
not human
handle
anymore.
part. Okay, so that's the button to run again. Is there anything up here, maybe? Nope. There's still that there that I almost forgot. But other than that, I think we're good. Motored Merchant Services. Yeah, so we have to go across that bridge. Subwork Bridge. District status something. I didn't read. Cool, so reach North Bank, Eternal First. So I'm assuming the guy who bit into us is the person currently the vampire side of us. Or is just like, or it could be like someone else. Your king and country need you. Join the blank and help blank. Your king, join the British rank and help the brave lad to the front.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. It's locked.
And I'm assuming this one's locked.
I cannot enter.
10 shillings and... Oh, okay.
This is
okay.
despicable.
I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't know I didn't know I can do this.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Hey, I mean... Better you than me, my dude. And then we can teleport there? Yeah.
The dizziness from the jump. I can
Oh.
control it.
That was a bit random, but okay. Hey, anyone that's watching at the moment, can you let me know if the volume is okay for you guys? Because I don't want me to be like too loud from the music, or I don't want me to be too quiet just in case. I have checked, but I don't know exactly. I wonder where everyone even is. Hello, Mora.
I have this thirst for blood.
Give me your bits, bitch. Anything this side? Can't really see much, but nope.
What will London have to say to me?
10 more shillings. Okay, now we're getting quite a bit of money. Well, I guess shillings isn't really a lot in...
I've so many
1918.
questions unanswered.
I guess it just depends, doesn't it? Yeah, so... we passed the bridge. Time to go out here and an animation will start, probably. Oh, the docks. Limehouse docks. Cool.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
Do we end up fighting other vampires?
The man has been drained of all blood. But I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Ooh.
Fresh blood.
Was there something over
The
here?
smell is so strong.
Nope. Nothing on there either. I'm lazy. I'm assuming we could probably find quite a bit of stuff if we actually search around the area. Yeah.
It's locked, all right.
Or I can go fuck myself. Either or. Yep, assuming we can't get that way. And then let's just
Where has
let's
everyone
get this
gone?
for now. Follow the killer's trail.
According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
A new hideout is available in this district. Check your map and locate it. You just found a new hideout. Here you can spend your XP while resting or craft items at a workbench. Ooh. So I'm assuming I probably shouldn't sleep yet. On the workbench you can craft medical treatment to heal sick citizens, serums to boost yourself, or weapon upgrades to improve and customize your weapons. We don't have anything for it yet. Let's keep doing this. Let's go outside again. I'm assuming the game stays every time we exit. Cool. And like the guy is currently down here, so let's not go back there just yet.
At last, a little life.
Welcome, sir, to the Turkwood.
Whoever he may be, the killer recently entered this bar. Maybe some of the locals saw him.
It's this one.
Hello, sir. Are you alright? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
Oh.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across
I love how
town.
no one cares that we're covered in blood.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
Okay, so it seems that whoever it was probably went upstairs, but we can still talk with these guys, see what we can find out. So she's healthy. Let's talk with this guy.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
He seems nice.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bowl, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
I guess we can keep that in mind in the future.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Surprised you were so talkative with being drunk.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Does that include the people that are in the pits? Or is that just like everyone that's dead?
Where am I?
Thing?
Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
Doesn't mean nothing can come to you, though.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Okay.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
So try not to be an asshole. Confront the man on the second floor of the Turquoise Turtle. So he is fatigued, so you get extra. Oh no, it's gone down because of that. And he seems healthy as well. Cool. Start eating now.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
Why would you speak so loud?
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Do you, sir? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Why would you eavesdrop?
Slowly, vampire! Who are you? I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself! I need a word with anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
So he's a priest. Maybe. Hopefully the door's not open still.
And who might...
Oh. Ooh. The blood quality of the citizen is largely influenced by the health and number of hints you gathered before embracing him or her. Cool. Don't know what his social circle is, but he's Dr. Edgar Swansea. Oh.
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Oh, come on, be honest with him.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You can't be serious. I'm not a... No. I can't be a vampire.
This game is really cool so far, actually.
Sir, believe me, this is very real. You are a vampire.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
So he's trying to uncover what the police should be.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Damn.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
You won't say.
Started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How
So
different?
like a massacre, maybe.
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
And then who were you talking to?
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking
He won't say.
Ridiculous. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
Yeah, it's only the other way around, considering you barged into his place.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Perhaps. This is all new
Yeah,
to
just
me.
play dumb for now.
I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I guess get answers for now.
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
So I'm assuming if we immediately said that we just wanted to go out and kill him, then he'd be like, then you'll know better than the rest of them, or something like that. What is out? Oh, okay. Interrogate. Why would I want to interrogate the locals?
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
I guess we can talk to him again.
Welcome
see what happens.
back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Oh, hint required.
Goodbye, Mr. Watson.
Oh. Yeah, probably best we talk to the other people first. Is there... Ooh, okay.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done
The
to
fact
me,
that there's blood
to
over
this
here
city.
gives me a hint about something.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
Let's examine the wounds first.
This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
Let's examine the outfit
This
next.
man was armed. He tried to defend himself.
Okay. So you put up a
What's
fight.
this? Some sort of note.
Pre-win orders. 30th of October from G. McCullum to Docks Patrols. Object. Multiple deaths in Docks region. We believe a nasty leech is involved. Locate the best. Purge it and quickly. Warning, according to recent report, the vampire is very violent. Approach with extreme caution. I know we lack men in this part of town, but don't send rookies to investigate the cause if I'm correct. We've got frenzied one killing each night. As always, search abandoned places first, like old houses, basements, sewers, or warehouses. Destroy the Leech brothers. We also have the shelter key. The bloody diary that we read. This game is really fucking fun.
They're a company of blood and
shit.
empty gin bottles.
Sorry, guys.
This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker.
Didn't mean to do that. So let's examine the boat.
Blood and empty gin.
We've examined the outfit and the wounds.
There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
The thing is, I'm wondering if... Let's just talk to the people here again real quick first, just in case. Let's talk to him up there real quick, and then... see if he'll say any more. Nope. Let's talk to Sabrina, is it, first?
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face.
Is that the guy over there?
He must have caught something awful.
No.
He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
You just discovered a hint. It reveals a secret about a citizen or someone related to them. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality bar indicates the XP you will earn if you feed on this victim. Unlocked hints increase the amount of XP. Tom and William Bishop used to be good friends. His social circle so far is just Sabrina. Okay, so if you want to get like as much as you can give people like cures and then eat them or something, or just make them trust you more. talk to him, see what he knows. Maybe.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
I'll leave you to
Fuck
your
you,
bottle
then.
Hello, sir.
And you're still...
I'll leave...
You again. What can I do for you?
As a vampire, you can force a citizen to reveal information thanks to a hint you have discovered. Blue prompt.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. Can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
I wonder if we can go back here.
I think I'm losing my mind.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
That's cool that we can just go back there. Cool, so now we can actually go there with more information. Yes, the district status is currently stable. Britons work together. Skilled workers in engineering and kindred traders enroll today as war munitions volunteers. Support the men at the front with a plentiful supply of munitions. You will not suffer in wages. Get into the factory line and feed the firing line. Oh, that is a fucking... that's a pretty good quote. Cool, the blood is over there. Oh, hello, good sir. Is there no way to sneak? Oh, okay. So I guess you just have to walk slowly. And there's people back out there. Oh, okay. Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. There are 4 types of resistances: physical, melee, physical, as melee and range, and power such as blood and shadow. Orange indicates a medium resistance, red indicates a high resistance.
Let's head back to a warm fire.
Shut that foolish mouth of yours. You ever know McCullen to be wrong about him?
Right.
No time I can remember. I've only been part of the guard 3 weeks to the day.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says a bloodsucker's dug in here, you've but one job, and that's to find him. And find him fast.
It's fair enough, Tom. But why do they hide where it's so damn cold?
Easy does it, boys!
Fuck you. Okay, so for now we can just go in here. Is that anything? Oh, yep. Let's check this out. Equip and press triangle to use your ranged weapons and inflict both standard damage and stun damage. Be aware that your ammo is
Ammunition
limited.
crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
I wonder how we... Cool. And I'm assuming we can change it with... Hello, good sir. There's a lot of people around here, isn't there? So, the controls are a bit iffy to me at the moment. So... I don't know how to... Oh, okay, so it's left and... It's just left and... So it's right on the D-pad. Cool. I didn't think we would use that, but okay. I wish we could sneak. And there's no way we're going to be able to get... I mean, we could get one of them sneakily.
That's this nest of them cleaned out.
Sorry, sir. No admittance. I said stay away, sir!
Watch it! It's a killer!
Come here. Whew. Okay, there's someone there. Probably go and get him round back then. Oh yeah, shit, did any of these guys have... Yeah, they did. I need to keep remembering that they actually can drop stuff. Let me just double check here real quick. Yeah, these guys did drop stuff and I'm just an idiot. Cool. Ooh, hello up there, good sir. I did not mean to do that, but oh well. Ooh. Okay. Can we put that into our note? I'm gonna keep that steak just in case. But cool so far, actually. Is there anything actually over here or no? No, okay, cool. And the game just auto-saved.
It's locked.
Damn. Hello, Reeds. Hello, Reeds. Hello. It is your time to die. Ow, I'm lazy. Let's go up there real quick. Oh, a hideout, cool. Hello, good sir. Common handle part and lead plates. Got some shillings. Ah, we've got a fucking workbench again. Cool. I wonder, they're probably in like every place, aren't they? We could upgrade the machete. Could upgrade this. No. For now, let me just upgrade this actually. Yeah, why not? Increase damage dealt by 10%, decrease stamina consumption. Let's do stamina consumption. And that's all we can do for that at the moment. I would say we can sleep for now. Just don't get... Oh, cool. I will be right back, guys. I am back. Sorry about that, guys. Double checking. Cool. So we can get the claws or the shadow mist. Increase the bite inflicted, or the damage inflicted when using a bite in combat. Increase your life regeneration when using bite in combat. I would say stamina is probably a big thing for the moment. Yeah, fuck it, why not? And I assume everything else is 300, right? Ooh. Oh, that's fucking cool. Ah, okay. Cool. Well, we got all that for now. Maybe we shouldn't have slept, just in case. But oh well. We got to level up, and that's what matters for now. Do they respawn or? I don't really care if they respawned. I can kill them still.
Don't come closer. Over there!
Well, rip you, bitch. There's really no point. There's really no point in getting them, is there? Like, yeah, you get a bit of XP for it, but might as well keep continuing the story for now. See where it leads us, I guess. Follow the blood trail to the pier.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
A lead rod. Cool. Well, William Bishop, I assume.
One, we shall overcome this. We've done it before.
Ooh. Ooh. You do not want to give me a scythe. It sucks that it's two-handed, but we can block incoming attacks with it.
Please stop. Justice, I promise. You're my last and dearest friend.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
William, my arm. I can't feel it.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Ah, fuck, I thought I got that. You still alive, brother?
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
So he was bit though.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help.
Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William...
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I almost tend to my fault. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Hey! And I'm assuming we have the option of immediately just getting back on, right? Gather a blood sample on William Bishop's corpse. Do a minute to explore. Or is that... Actually, no, what was the thing that I got? I got a used bludgeon. Is that a one-handed? Yeah, it is. Reinforced with a metal edge. Destined to crush skulls and bones. Or designed, sorry, I think. It does more damage, but then takes more stamina. I'll stick with this for now. And then maybe it would be better to get the stake. I don't know. Maybe keep the stake when we're against like actual like vampires and stuff. Then maybe we'd be more offensive about that. Oh, hello. And
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
At dawn we row. Trophy earned. How long have you been streaming anyway? $82 minutes ago. Cool.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician, I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide.
I wouldn't mind that.
I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
You want to give me a
It seems
choice?
I have little choice.
Oh, okay.
But yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Bit of a sudden end to the music.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
So now I'm assuming we get to work here now, or... Oh. Take me to a hospital. Analyze William Bishop's blood in the hospital. Cool. District status healthy. Enter the... Imagine I can take the weapon out and just start killing everyone now.
You can do better than that. Nah. It's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Let me take a look at him. No relations, but he's healthy. We'll keep him for now.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
The blood quality indicates how much XP you'll obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerized level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. But I don't want to. I guess I have to, for at least Clay.
Bring this fading light into the shadows.
Follow the red
Dance
trail
with
to
him
the
the
praise
dance
with others.
of life and death.
Press X to embrace Clay or to release it. Embracing Clay will provide a massive XP boost. Be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase experience gains. I'm gonna release him for now.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
What happened?
I'm guessing he's just out of it at the moment. I wonder what the guy in the river was doing there.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
So, I mean, he's probably gonna die anyway, to be honest.
Whoa, I feel giddy. Did I black out? Whoa, I feel giddy.
I mean, hopefully he's alright though. And then we can, once again, learn more from him. And depending on, like, family and that, maybe we can get rid of him. Aluminium powder. Cool. So, yeah, so we don't have any more to him, which kind of sucks, but oh well. And then I'm assuming you talked to this lady here? Yeah.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Oh,
Thank
really?
you.
Cool.
Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions.
Let's ask some stuff first. See what happens. How is Mr.
And
Hampton?
Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Who is Dr.
What
Swansea?
kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Ah, come on. He knows me more than
It's
I am.
right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
Mixed with us.
Oh. That kind of sucks.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Let's go back.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Cool.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
She seemed nice. Let's talk to this guy.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
That's cool. Do we know anything about him originally? No, but we know he does have family. Nothing about any hints. That's a bit surprising. Oh, so that 2-bit there means how we... Okay, cool. That's actually pretty cool so far. Your life in London?
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Yeah.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
No hint.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Cool, so that's a hint that we have for her. Corcoran is convinced that Gwyneth Brannigan is overqualified as a nurse. Cool.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Let's go back.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
Oh, we can do a medical checkup on people. Fuck, I didn't know that. So we can. Oh.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
Nah.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Cool, so back to that, and goodbye for now.
Dr. Tibbets.
I just realized we probably could have performed something on the other guy and gotten some more XP for it. Let me quickly just go and double check on them. I didn't know we could do checkups on the spot. Oh no, because he's he's like that. Oh. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Sorry guys, just messaging a friend at the moment because she's saying that there could... Oh, hi bud. She's saying that there could be an eclipse going on right now. Not too sure though.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Let's see what her life is like here.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
No, talk shit. I need to find people and kill them.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
I can assume that.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
You can't blame them when they're on the front lines, like right now, actually, if I'm being honest. Cool. So, the invisible enemy?
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
So,
how are things here?
For fuck's sake. So we've done that.
I'm not familiar with all...
Brilliant professional.
Most of
and then we've done this.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
1 second, guys. Oh, that sucks. Oh well. Personal question.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
And then we'd need the hints here for that. And then we can't do anything else.
How are...
Not...
And then... Cool.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
So then the strategy seems pretty good. Cool. So I'm really sorry, guys. Yeah, let's see if there's anyone over here. No, we probably shouldn't stray too far away, should we? Should probably just get into the place for now. See what's going on. Due to the influenza, the hospital can no longer take any patients. Hospital full. Please go back home. Anyone over here to talk to? Nope, not at the minute. There's a lot of people to talk to. Jeez. Though everyone else is currently inside. This is the last guy.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
What's your life in London like, my boy?
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here.
Oh.
I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Midnight in the Garden of Good Evil, new investigation. We probably could try that.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
Yeah, I can't blame you, dude. Especially in this type of, like, era.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is alright? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
Yeah, I can't blame him
So
for
what
that.
do you do exactly?
I've been an ambulance...
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
I can't really blame him for that. With what's going on with like the vampires and that, you kind of have to have some way to protect yourself, just in case.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
I'm assuming most of this can be... Yeah, so not much of this can be just basic sold. Ooh. You can just... What, can you just buy Milton's shotgun? Oh, that's everything that he's got. Cool. I don't want to risk... Actually... Cool. City, you life saved by efficient medical aid as a blow struck at the blank of the flu epidemic. Volunteers make the difference. This is all too realistic right now. Let me check my scythe real quick. What would I need to upgrade it? Common handle part. Do you have any common handle parts, good sir?
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor.
I'd like...
Wise choice, Doctor.
That's only a tiny common. So, nope, I guess not. That's creep.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Let's talk to Pepple, I guess.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Yeah, because I assume they definitely need someone like this at the moment, wouldn't they? Got nothing I can talk to her about in terms of personal...
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Ooh. Milton's reputation is mediocre among his colleagues. Well, shit. How's the
How would you
situation?
describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be
Bro,
over.
this game was... This is a really bad time to play this game with what's going on outside.
How long have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
I can't really blame her for that.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
And then she's only tired, so I can't do anything like that. Yeah, she's healthy.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off.
Shit.
But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Soldier.
Let's check him up.
Do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
Shit.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Oh shit.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Shit, hopefully we can get something for him.
Do you need...
I'm fine.
How is your...
Wait.
Oh, it's... Can I ask...
It's the pain.
Alright, done that. Done that.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
But I thought we was like a medic on the front lines. Oh well.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Oh shit.
I cannot enter.
Hello, Mr. Hampton.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Yeah, can't
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
So despair, the corruption, let's go back.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Oh.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Oh.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The wet boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Ooh.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Well, that's good at least.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who
Clay
runs the
Cox.
show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Oh. Shit. Oh, so Clay was the leader.
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's...
Yeah, shit. So we could have killed Clay and he would have been the leader, and then... Shit.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks.
Oh.
And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Yeah, so does that mean you're actually a priest, or are you just like a believer of the god who kind of takes people in, like a homeless shelter?
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel... empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Shit. So if we go to... Yeah, something about... It was a hint regarding Milton, right?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doc.
Oh, still nothing then. Okay, cool. Oh.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
I can't blame him.
Goodbye, Milton.
Although, let's... So we can't talk to her because she's in there. We've talked to you. Hey, hello, good sir.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
I could fucking kill you, bitch.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your impressive skills. Well, it will not be the case with me.
Damn, you're an asshole, aren't you?
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
So he's a dickhead. Cool.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Waverly disapproves modern medicine methods. Well, it's a lot better than fucking literal torture.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
He is a dick.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Depends what happens. So we're good on all that.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Dude, there's so many people here. Jesus Christ.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
This dude seems pretty cool already.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Dr. Reed. I am here to assist you, not to be a burden.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
Well, that's cool.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical.
Ooh. Thoreau's experiments in blood transfusions have not been successful. Well, shit.
You may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
He sounds a bit crazy, to be honest.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Cool, so you're friends, or you're at least friends of Milton. No, Milton is, if I'm correct, him, right? Yeah. Well, that's cool. Yeah, and I'm surprised we don't get to know anything about him, because he's what, the leader of the dogs, or whatever you call them. What is my mesmerized level anyway? Maybe I just don't have one yet. Oh, Delaney is currently having fatigue. And if I get that, cool. Okay, cool. No, it's because he was tired.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
That's pretty cool.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Shit.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Oh, okay. Harvey is blaming himself for his injury. I'm assuming he's the guy in the room here as well.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Well, shit.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Yeah, and here's Harvey. Stuff in here for now real quickly.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
He has a point there.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Shit. So we can't talk anymore about that for now.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
Harvey's wife died during the war. Shit.
Your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Fuck.
Is there anything else that's bothering you?
Jesus, man.
Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Well, I guess that's the silver lining in the whole bad shit case, isn't it?
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey.
My wife died
Why are you giving me the... Why was it highlighted for a second then? Oh.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
This is unknown at the moment.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Sure.
I'll let you get some rest then.
Good evening, sir.
No.
Good evening, Miss.
I'm okay.
How
so painful.
No.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Shit.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
I know, fuck you.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
I will see you later.
I don't have any medicine yet, no.
But
good evening, sir. Doctor.
Who are you?
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that...
Beatrice questions the Pembroke Hospital's efficiency. Yeah, it doesn't seem that good so far.
Bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Shit.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Wait. Pippa Hopkins. Pippa saved beds for patients who can pay. Wait.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Shit.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Okay, so you need stuff that I can't really give at this moment. There's Miss Crane, Fedek, Ackroyd. I'm still looking for Pippa at the moment.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help?
I'm fine.
Wait, so I can't even ask her about what happened.
Goodbye.
That's a bit dumb. Oh my god, there's so many people. Because I can't talk to you.
It's locked, all right.
Get in there.
It's locked. I cannot enter. Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
What the fuck was that?
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a
No,
bad
you can stay
hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest
So
assured
what the fuck
you're
just
in
happened?
good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Yeah, what the fuck did she just do?
How painful.
So painful,
I have to go.
She seems to have a higher
Good
heartbeat.
evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
I guess because she's worried.
Goodbye.
But something happened and they're refusing to tell me. Let's see who you are.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Shit.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Oh, shit.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
How did you get this job?
I will be right back, guys. Hey guys, I'm back.
After I left the army, as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Oh shit. So we can kill him. I'm wondering what exactly happened with him. Because something went on there. I think it might have been like a dispute or something between... I don't know, it must have been like a dispute between the two.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Oh, this place is like a place for the dead.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Do you need medical attention?
I'm feeling all right, Doctor. But perhaps it is because I, too, am used to the smell of the dead.
Oh, shit.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir.
That was
even goodwill.
That was a weird invite. Sorry, that's the first I've had. Let me double check. Yeah, there's no one else in the stream at the moment, so Maybe just bad timing? Yeah, maybe, who knows. Oh well. Just carry on for now.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
I think he's pretty smart.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
So I've already asked that. Shit, he's just not afraid of death.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Oh, okay, so they want me to investigate what exactly he's doing.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand
it's locked, all right.
About this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
It's locked.
Let's see if we can get over there real quick, because I want the windows. Thank God. Oh, so this is the type of thing that was happening the first time.
You don't mind if I search your pockets? Do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you.
Oh, this dickhead's gonna die.
You see, no one has claimed your body, sir. So it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
Rakesh steals from the dead he is responsible for. Shit, we're finding a lot of shit already, aren't we?
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
Whatever your motives, you're making money by stealing from the dead. Dr. Swansea should be informed.
No offense, sir, but Dr. Swansea is one of my customers. As I told you, I like to help people.
And everybody needs help from time to time.
Oh, this fucking dick. Oh, this fucking dick.
Goodbye. It's locked, all right.
So that's what happened the first time as well, then. Oh, it's happening again.
I cannot enter.
This is what I needed to figure out the first time.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Oh shit. Mortimer intended to take his own life. Fuck. Well, time to go to him and talk to him about that then. Because shit. What happened?
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Wait, what just happened? Ah, I can hear.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
Huh. She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
So why don't you listen to her?
Goodbye, Doctor.
And is that really what the game wanted me to look at? Oh, no, we should go over here real quick, shouldn't we?
I will not waste your time with me.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
Shit.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Well, shit.
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Anyone else having any issues at the moment? So we can tell by like rampant heart rates, I guess, right? And then we can go from there about if something's happening or not. was this meant to be again? Ah, local investigation. But for where? Just in the back alleys here, or?
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody...
Oh shit, there's actually quite a few here. Let me concentrate on this real quick. And they were level 7. Shit. Photograph in a wallet. A photography of a smiling and loving couple with a few words written in the back. Milton and Pippa.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Shit. Oh, and there's more here. I couldn't bother to deal with that. So shit, yes, there's people literally right outside. That's unnerving. And I assume this is a way to listen in on something. I'm probably doing this way too quick. But I assume now that, oh yeah, let's talk to you real quick.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Shit, so that's something we might have to keep track of.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
So we have a new investigation.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything.
It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of pustulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
Shit.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad.
Thelma is affected by the Cotard syndrome and believes she's a vampire. So I'm assuming if we actually like got her legitimate blood, she'd be like, oh my god, I don't want to actually have that or something like that.
It's immortal.
Wait, do we have every person here now? Oh no, we're still missing 2.
Can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional?
Oh, if only this woman knew.
I'm assuming
it's only a cover.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
And then there's no one that we can talk to immediately. And I can't... Oh, what is this? Oh, it's because his heart rate is so high.
Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Where's the good doctor? Because I'm sure if I can find where this lady is. What was her name again? Yeah, Brannigan.
Don't worry, sir. We're going to take care of you.
Because if I can find Brannigan... Brannigan's out there. Okay, cool. So if I can go out there and tell her that he's refused to, like, calm down, then maybe.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening.
Nope, or not.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah, we need to talk to... Fuck, what was his name? Was it Milton? Yeah, the guy that's over here. About the investigation that we saw. No, it wasn't this guy. Wait, where is he? Yeah, Milton. No, was it Milton? Yeah, I think it was, right? Can we check this out? Or would we have to... I don't know exactly what it said. Yeah, so it was Milton. And then Milton's always out here. There we go. Maybe we can talk to him about the wallet.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet. With all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Ooh. Milton and Nurse Hopkins are a couple. So, oh, so her, oh. So she's stealing money from people by keeping beds. And he is technically basically just a smuggler.
Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Yeah, from what we've already seen.
Goodbye, Milton.
Cool. Her heart rate's up a little
Good
bit
evening,
more.
Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes. Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins, but are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke, but we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
That is a very good point. That a lot of people, especially like nowadays, they think too much about specific parts of someone, but in times like this, or even just nowadays, or just like in general, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect between one another to make it work.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
So, for now, oh, we can still do that. Cool. For now, we can. Surprised I can't actually see the Okay, maybe we should just go here for now. In the name of mercy, they depend on you. Nurses are needed now. Inquire at the nearest appointments hospital office, of the Ministry of Labour and National Service. All rights of 15 Kingsway, London. So we've already got pretty much everything to do with what's been going on already. And that is not the way we are meant to go. Well, it's just up the stairs to the left and the very last one, right? So it's this one.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Oh, hello. Cool. But yeah, let's do this first. You must need to analyze the components you found to unlock the recipes. Click on the to analyze components. 1 second, guys. So, what was it? It was William Bishop's blood sample. And now we have a serum to help him.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching.
Oh, it was the other guy.
The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much to...
Oh, articles and Ekans, not gonna read that. Let's see, what was this about?
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Can I give it water? I can't open the door, so... And I can't just pick it up and take it.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
No, there's not much there's nothing I can do. So that sucks. I think we should go with that. Get a bit more biting involved. Then maybe go with the medical bag, just in case, for the future. Ooh. Ooh. That is cool. Let's confirm that.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Ooh, something's happening. Was you waiting for me, Dorothy?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor.
I didn't mean that.
With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
That's cool. I assume we can do something here now, right?
The flower's dying.
No.
It needs water.
Yes, but how do I get the water, my friend? Off limits.
It's locked.
Actually, wait, is there anything I can do in terms of like serums and stuff? Nope. But I'm guessing if we go to the storeroom, we'll probably get some of that stuff. So, like, I'm surprised we. Wait, there it is. Cool. So I assume for now we can just follow this, and eventually we'll get where we need to go. I believe we did. No, okay. And I believe we did go here originally. Because if I'm correct, it is... Oh, hello. If I'm correct, it's just this building here. And she's referring to this here. Oh, this is going to be like a big cutscene, okay. Raising the health status of the district they belong to. Oh, okay, cool. So healing people is actually a pretty good thing to do. I'm surprised that has that big of an effect. Yeah, cool. Oh yeah, we also have the cool, yeah, because the thing we had I got was a passive, wasn't it? There's nothing on the first floor here, I guess. And there's stuff down there. But we can't go in there just yet. Holy shit, this makes me fucking paranoia go. Oh, shillings. Hello. Ooh, okay. Wait, how do I actually use this? Oh, okay, so it's just like... Can I just pounce from here, or...?
Strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
A lot of blood there, looks almost unnatural. So I guess we can clear this out and then they can actually start using this place then. Hopefully. Wait, was that something I could actually pick up? No, it wasn't. Okay.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
I'm blocking that, but okay, game. That really isn't a lot. Well, I guess we just heal over time, so it could be a lot worse.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But They do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
So that was all there was up here? Okay, cool. And then we killed the rest that were here. What the fuck? Where in the hell did that dude go? That way. I wish you could sneak.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
There's that one gone. Yep, what is that? Cool. No, we're actually starting to get stuff that we can use. Dun 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 Oh shit. Smart play. If you come here, I'm using my gun on you. Be warned. More is coming. So that's fun. Just hoping. Oh, cool. Didn't really put up much of a fight.
It's locked.
Ooh, you just acquired a new type of offhand weapon. Equip it and press triangle to directly absorb blood.
It's locked, all right.
A new citizen investigation available. Citizen investigations is displayed here, categorized by district. You can start a new citizen's quest by tracking it, then press it, by tracking it with square, then access to the map to locate the area to explore it. Let's just track all these for now. I mean, there's no harm in just leaving it be.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Who was Connor again? I guess no one right now. But that bit's locked for now. There's zombies. There's a little small group up there. Hello, buddy. How are you? Come in. Fuck. Ow. Lucky.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
I mean, we technically already have.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
The fuck did I just hear? Oh, we can actually craft stuff up here. And I'm assuming they want to do it. You have enough components to craft a treatment for fatigue. Watery rich blood sample. And I'm assuming they want us to do this. Ah, fuck. But yeah, they did want us to do that, so... Imagine I just soft lock myself because I do that. Oh, we have two more. An enigmatic formula. So we now have more stuff. Cool. I could have very easily missed that. And now back out or we'll probably get attacked. Oh yeah, I forgot about the So can we seriously not open this yet?
It's locked.
Oh, we can do this. Ooh.
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean.
The key's in there.
The chest has been reopened.
The key's in there.
A puncture over the left lung. Possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Who was Tippett again? Oh yeah, Tippett was that guy. Oh. Shit.
It's locked, all right.
Though I'm still surprised. There's...
Tippett has made an...
Oh. Surprised the thing's not in here then. Oh. Yeah, and we have to go in the exact area where they are. So, my assumption... Will I get jumped? Yep. People already come down the stairs. I thought I could have stunned him if I ran quick enough. I had to do that, otherwise I was probably gonna die. Because of one fucking zombie man. Or skull, whatever they're called. You know, I think I'd rather just leave right now. Yeah, I'm gonna just go from this building. Hideouts are often located in isolated places. Find them to unlock safe places to rest. I'll tell you what, the loading screens can take quite a bit to actually do. I'll tell you what, we'll probably go... Probably go for a little bit longer and then probably stop going from there. Oh shit. Cool. So they want me to go... Huh. Seems my game just crashed.